Hello. And this week's episode of Stasis Pod has been preempted. We are going off the grid for Superhuman Samurai Syber Pod. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen, and I'm totally eating cookies.
I'm David, and I have Pocky.
I have some tea.
That's probably... Is it like green tea?
No, it's cinnamon rooibos.
Ooh.
Is it what?
I have a tea.
Is it real matcha, or is it that powdered stuff?
What?
just something from work.
I have one of those tea advent calendars where you get a different tea every day.
Oh, that's a neat... Oh, I gotta look for that.
Oh,
I saw something like that when I was out on Black Friday, except it was Game of Thrones socks.
Oh, I saw that. That was
a different pair of socks. Ooh, and that's a lot of socks.
It was actually a 12-day, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just, well,
I was thinking maybe or maybe it's 24 days, you just get one sock a day.
Oh, yeah, so they're pairs. That works
there you
out.
go. That works too.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is our sort of holiday episode. Yay.
That's right. Mela Kaliki Maka, everybody.
And a bell
Yay.
just broke. What the fuck? Well, I guess I need new doorbells now.
Oh, it's going to be a real hard candy
Ooh,
Christmas
wait,
for David here.
I've got it. Wait.
Yay, bell.
This bell is something that is referred to as a bear bell.
Oh,
And it actually works.
That's helpful.
I've discovered personally, firsthand, that it works very well.
Well, that's good.
Basically,
I should probably get one.
it's a large red jingle bell with a Velcro strap on it that you put on yourself in some fashion when you're hiking in an area that has bears, so that the bears are made aware of your presence and, run off. So...
Well,
Happy bear season, everybody!
Well, I could use probably two of them because I like to have a bell on the back door. Well, which is sort of my front door. In case people come in, also to alert the cats when I'm home.
I don't need to alert the cats when I'm home. He knows. He's ready. He's probably been waiting in the rain for 2 hours.
So anyway, this is the podcast where we go episode by episode through this year's anime surprise smash, Gridman.
Surprise, confusing, out of left field hit.
I
expected it to be good because I would have watched it anyway, but it's...
I expect anything coming out of Studio Trigger at this point to be pretty good. I mean, that's a name that I can drop to your average, reasonably competent geek, and they're gonna know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, thanks to Little Witch Academy on Netflix, and Kill la Kill was impressive, if perverted.
Look, all I'm saying is I was running the drive-thru at night at Starbucks in the tiny little backwoods nowhere I live in, and some guy was talking about going to Akihabara, and I brought up this podcast, and every part of it I was like, and there's have you heard about the whole weird the whole Transformers connection? And he's like, uh-huh.
Oh my god.
That's the level we're at. So
it is spread out. And this episode will be dropping as the last episode of the series comes out. Oh. Hopefully, if ducks get in a row and this comes out on time. So, and we have no idea what's going on because we're only on episode 2. Well, my co-hosts are only on episode 2.
Yeah, I'm very, very tempted to keep going.
Also recorded in the past.
For 2 reasons. One being what this is not a new phenomenon, but it's what I like to call the Infinity War effect. Being that you have to go see stuff like that immediately or it's going to be spoiled all over the place. And if you put off seeing it for a week, it's too late. Everything that happens is already just in pop culture. They're spoiling it on the Late Show and so yeah. So there's that I know if I don't catch up with it, I'm gonna get, like, spoiled for some kind of really crazy, messed up twist that happens, and then that's, I mean,
I imagine, like, the last few episodes will be extra weird, and hopefully we can at least sequester Rob, since he doesn't go anywhere near anime Twitter.
It's true.
From anything extra crazy.
I mean,
unless, like, the last episode turns into an episode of Transformers, literally, I don't think we can keep that away.
Yeah, I mean, this is, imagine that Drake meme, but the top one is anime Twitter, and down at the bottom, the happy Drake is hockey Twitter.
Yeah, well, I'm in anime Twitter and tokusatsu Twitter, so I'm getting it from all sides.
I mean, David
also the lesbians.
My anime Twitter is basically David and a longtime friend, acquaintance, person I know, Hydra, who is, you know, in Japan and occasionally also.
Yeah, he's in Japan. I saw a picture of him standing next to Redman. It was like, wow, okay. I wish I could stand next to Redman. Redman was so tiny.
He is absolutely on a Redman kick lately, I can tell you that much.
Wait, you mean the part...
No, not the guy that hangs out with Method Man.
Oh, okay, because I was going to be jealous.
It was a short, like 5-minute episodes of this. I think Redman was like an original almost idea name for Ultraman. But this came later, like they would take old suits out of storage and have this Ultraman looking red guy named Redman stab these innocent kaiju with swords. Well, they come off as innocent because he's just wandering around, finds a monster and murders the hell out of it. And that's the episode. There's like no other story.
So he's like The Witcher. What you're saying is this is The Witcher.
Yes. He's just
a monster hunter.
Mindless killing machine.
So presumably...
That goes after kaiju who are trying to live their lives.
Presumably without the lounging in tubs.
And the Christopher Lambert hair.
No. Although I can at least tie it back to Transformers before we get into the episode. There's an entire comic that's been produced recently drawn by Matt Frank, who drew some Transformers issues for, I think, the Club?
Yes, he did.
Con Club?
Possibly even some Shattered Glass.
Oh, he drew a couple real good IDW ones.
Oh, he did draw IDW too. Okay. I wasn't sure.
Anyway, so this is the second episode.
He did Spotlight Trailbreaker or Trail Cutter, if that's what it was at the time. But
wait, he's the reason for the face?
Yes. That was his face.
Okay.
The force field face, I mean, presumably the force field face was scripted, but yes, the force field face is absolutely his.
Superhuman samurai. Superhuman samurai. They're gonna amp it up. Kick some gigabutt. They're gonna rip it up. A hero always makes the cut.
So anyway, we are looking at the second episode, Restoration. Previously on Gridman, we met our cast. We got Yuta, who is our horn-headed hero.
Yuta.
Is that not how you...
Well, maybe it's the Kenyan accent. Yuta.
Okay.
It's just, calling him Yuta is kind of adorable.
It is. Is it as adorable as Omega Supreme?
Listen, I still haven't gotten over how British people pronounce zebra.
I still can't. 20 years after meeting him, having spoken to him extensively in the meantime, I still can't deal with Simon Furman's Decepticons. He should know better. Except, it's an accent thing, so it's not a matter of right or wrong. I just feel like he should know better.
So anyway, he is our hero. He has a strange connection with the mysterious hero Gridman, and he's got two friends. He's got Sho, who is his best pal, and is super into this whole thing, and you got Rikka, who kind of just wants to be left alone.
Yeah, I feel like Rikka needs to have friends in quotes.
Well, she has two normal friends, Haas and, what the crap?
Namiko?
Namiko something?
Namiko?
I forget her name. Wait, let me consult my notes. I made my Transformers to Japanese notes somewhere. Namiko, yes.
Okay. So anyway, they, in the previous episode, due to apparently, he's the only one who was able to see weird, ghostly, giant monsters over the city. And in the previous episode, a not so ghostly, monster controlled by a digital entity and their real world, helper destroyed their entire school and apparently the entire volleyball team.
Yes, and other people saw the kaiju?
Yes, like there was mass destruction. Like it was the end of Ghostbusters.
I kind of feel like it should be reversed. I kind of feel like the digital entity is her helper.
Well, yes. I'm not quite sure who's calling the shots here.
The character dynamic is, for this podcast, as yet undefined.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
But everyone else is living in the future.
Yes. The far-flung world of 2019.
No fair. I want to be in 2019.
Yeah. Anyway, so they have now arrived back at school, and it's totally fine. But something's weird. The whole volleyball team, they're gone, as if they never existed.
Including the girls Tonka and Taiko.
Yep. I didn't catch the other names.
Yes.
Wait.
What else you got there? Mattel?
Shit, I had it open somewhere. Where was that tab?
Is there Amigo in there? It needs to be Amigo.
Crap. Oh, there it is. First we have Tonkawa Saikiru.
And that was the Psykill girl.
Yes, that's the main girl, Tonkawa Saikiru. Another one of the girls is Toyco. It's spelled, well, in Japanese regular, but it's a company, Toyco.
Okay.
So it's not Taiko?
Well, no, it's not Taiko, it's Toyco.
Because Taiko is also a thing.
Taiko RC.
Yeah.
There's so many references, it's hard to... We have Kenna-chan, Kenner.
Hey.
Doi Hako, which is sorta... Toy Hako is a kind of box, so toy box. Okay. And Takara Nana. Gee, guess what that one is?
So she died when she merged with Tomy.
Yes.
So all the dead volleyball girls' names are based upon toy companies that have put out Transformers toys that are not Hasbro.
I was going to say, and are no... Well, I guess Mattel is around. Or no, Mattel was... Kenner was one of them, and Kenner is no longer around.
It's Tonka, Toyco, Kenner, Toy Box, and Takara.
See, that's why I thought it was Taiko, was because I know Taiko is no longer around.
Right.
Toyco.
So yeah, they're just gone.
Yes. And no one remembers them.
Yeah.
They're like, we never had a volleyball team.
Yeah.
Who plays volleyball?
What's volleyball?
It's not quite that bad.
No.
Do we want to talk about the opening now that we have one?
Okay, yeah, I'm not well versed in anime openings, so I will leave this to you.
I would like the Sailor Moon mashup looking Matrix notebook.
Yes, that is neat. That pops up a few. There's anime usually it's thematic. It doesn't normally have actual literal scenes from the show. It just has thematic scenes and characters that show up in odd situations. It's all dramatic and over the top, and the entire purpose of the opening is to sell the song, the single of the opening theme song.
It occurred to me this time, and I mean, I think there are some fairly obvious reasons for this, but I hadn't really thought anything about it earlier. The three main characters all have blue eyes.
Yeah, you noticed that too. I did when rewatching this. Like, it's not just them. Like, Namiko and Haas also have blue eyes.
Haas seems like kind of greenish, a little greenish.
Yeah, they're slightly off, but everybody that I noticed, except for Akane, has blue eyes.
You mean all the all the good guys? I'm not to say Autobots.
All the good
but they'd be
guys,
Shattered
yes.
Glass.
Yeah.
So it's just all the
Although, of course, in this case, the good guys are the Decepticons.
yes, all the good guys
Yeah,
have blue eyes because that's how Transformers works.
Transformers works, which it's like another layer of thing that I didn't notice until rewatching.
So meta.
The show does have a lot of close-ups of eyes that becomes more of a theme in later episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a thing. And there's also frames and shots of various things. Like, there's a shot of all the class, minus the girls that have just died. And in the foreground, two guys, well, presumably all of them are Transformers references, but two of the most interesting ones are two guys sitting in the front in green and yellow, who are Shattered Glass Straxus and Shattered Glass Octopunch with the little duckies on his hoodie.
I love that hoodie with the little tentacles.
Yeah, they're the little tentacles from the BotCon toy that as soon as people first saw it, it's like, they're supposed to look like tentacles, but they end up looking like the outline of rubber duckies.
So this is one of those things like the Mango Cannon. It was not really intended that way, but turned out actually, for those not familiar, Shattered Glass Thundercracker's little bio card said something about him having mango cannons. It was supposed to be like Magna cannons, but it was amazingly appropriate.
He's a smirker. Mango!
And there's a shot of the volleyball girls, and then the frame cracks, which is
Very, very David
scene.
Lynch.
Yes.
Yeah, there's going to be a really arty episode later that you're going to be screaming David Lynch at the screen.
Is it going to be
Excellent.
entirely animated from photographs of the storyboards?
Ooh, there is use of photographs,
Oh.
but not quite like that.
My log has something to tell you, and it's excited about that episode.
Yeah. There are shots of spoiler upgrades that show up later, which look really dynamic and cool, but they're spoilery, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And an homage shot of a girl with green hair
Oh.
looking really menacing. That'll come up later. You'll find out. Jen will find out if she starts going through the episodes before you do. Anyway, it's nice. I do. The theme song is growing on me. I still prefer the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad song because that's awesome.
I really like
it's
the
got
one
Gary Owen's narration.
I like the one that someone did of the mashup someone did of that.
Yes.
I mean, there's one where they've overlaid the old one, and there was one where they've got a pretty credible Gary Owens impersonator.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. It was done by I don't know who did the Gary Owens voice, but the guy who put it together was Mock Dent, who's sort of a Tokusatsu Twitter guy.
Okay.
Who, if you're listening, I'd like you on the show.
Hey.
More guests
That's
stars.
right.
Yes, we will have more guests at some point. We're just
The couch is open.
it's a ways off.
Yeah. So yeah, they our main three characters remember everybody, and meanwhile everybody else thinks that they've just developed imaginary friends.
Yeah, we don't have a volleyball team.
Yeah.
And they even say
yeah,
when the teacher comes in, hey, she's got imaginary friends, and he's like, well, that's good to know, I guess. Cause this guy, DGAF.
Yeah, the girl
No, he's
saying
not interested.
the girl saying that Akane has imaginary friends, being a annoying, dickish tease, is the Starscream girl.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if this is like a Japanese, like an anime trope of some sort, but I thought this guy was going to be creepier because he's got the Elijah Wood Sin City glasses.
Oh yeah, well,
Gendo glass?
that could go any number of ways. Either they're just smarter than everybody else, they're creepy, they're a supervillain, they're just mysterious and barely have a personality. In this case, it's just he's an odd teacher.
He is totally apathetic.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for it's lunchtime, so Yuta is having lunch with Creepy Girl.
Well, she, was like, hey, where do you have lunch? And then she was like, I'm gonna stalk you and follow you there.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, and we get shots of other kids getting food, and we see there's entire...
More of those weird-ass hot dogs.
Yes, the special dogs, as if whatever happened last episode has altered the world that now... last episode was implied that Akane brought them from home.
So now they're the not-so-special dogs.
They're actually sold at the school in bulk. Because, Japanese schools have, little delis, I guess, that sell buns and sandwiches and things. I've never quite understood that, but then school food has always been a weird thing, even in America to me. I would bring my food from home most of the time. I don't trust school food.
Crappy little
It was probably
pizzas.
better than it used to be, but anyway.
And I believe she also uses the word yo here, which felt weird.
Well, we're listening to the dub, so...
Still.
I am still on the sub.
I don't know that this Japanese girl should have the same vocabulary as Sylvester Stallone.
I mean, maybe it's an intentional, that means something about her character.
Well, well, now we're having an argument about translation. It's like, when translating, you should make things easily understandable to the viewing audience that won't get all the Japanese references, and you don't need to throw in honorifics and everything. Although, admittedly, it is happening in a Japanese high school, but make shit understandable and not too cryptic.
Yeah, Neo-Philadelphia is about to explode.
Oh wait, what the hell is the name of the town? I think we get it, but I don't know.
I just assumed this was Tokyo.
I assume everything is Tokyo. I'm a bad
much.
white person.
It's probably near Tokyo. That's usually where everything happens. Near Tokyo. Unless otherwise specified. And my phone's bleeping.
So anyway, we follow her, and turns out she is a major tokusatsu fan, because she's got a whole big display case full of rubber monsters.
Also garbage.
Oh, you skipped a spot that's very important.
Okay, please edify me.
After she's done talking with Yuta about whatever the fuck, he didn't want to tell her that he saw a kaiju because it's weird that he told anybody else, and they didn't believe him. But she'd overheard him talking about that in Gridman and wanted to go to the roof with him, and she was hanging out with her friends Thundercracker and Astro Train. Anyway, after she comes down off the roof, a teacher bumps into her, creepy teacher holding his phone, and he doesn't apologize to her, and we see on the ground little red droplets, which ends up being, I guess she was drinking tomato juice or something.
Right, I figured it was something like that.
But it's symbolic of blood. It looks almost like he just stabbed her. The front to her. And then he ignores her and walks away on his phone. And then we get a close-up of her eyes at an extreme angle.
She's got the crazy eyes.
And she's squeezing the juice and more blood is going on the floor.
It's me every day at work.
Yes. Then she goes home to her kind of nice-looking, pretty big house for Japan.
Mm-hmm. Full of garbage.
And in her house is garbage. Oh, so much garbage.
Yeah, what is with all those bags?
Is she just like a hoarder or what? I mean, I guess this is probably something.
Yeah, it's a shorthand for being an otaku, hikinomori, just leaving garbage bags full of whatever the fuck in your place and not cleaning up. Although the question is, what the fuck actually is in those garbage bags?
I mean, I've seen the odd episode of Hoarder, so probably a bunch of cat skeletons.
Yeah, I almost get the feeling some weird, creepy shit like that's going on, but I don't know yet in my watching. But she also has giant glass cases, floor to ceiling almost, full of kaiju toys that, no, I cannot name what they all are. We would be here for 2 hours.
But you could. You just won't.
I could probably name a lot of them. I'd have to look at pictures of them. I don't have instant recall of every kaiju from an Ultimate series.
I don't believe you.
No, I in other episodes I've had to look up things, and I'm not going to name all the ones that I do. But yeah, so many of them. Oh, it's like lots of Red Kings and things. And, well, actually, there's a close-up, I forget if it's now or later in the episode, where we see 2 shelves that are mostly filled with kaiju from Ultraman Powered and Ultraman Towards the Future, the American-made and the Australian-made Ultraman shows. I have no idea what that means, but it's a thing I noticed.
Interesting.
Anyway, my throat's killing me.
Yeah, so it turns out she is the Malcolm Frink of this show.
Yes. Which is a name, like, I don't remember any other character's name from the original Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, but I remember Malcolm Frink because it is such a nerd name. An evil nerd name.
Well, and also it's in the opening.
Well, no, but I forget, like, Amp is one of the other kids? I don't know. I'll have to make
Evil
notes
nerd.
Yeah. But Malcolm Frink, it's such a good name. But I guess Akane Shinjo works too.
Yeah, and she is talking to this Tim Curry looking cyber demon.
I don't know if I'd say he looks like Tim Curry.
Well, no, he doesn't look like Tim Curry. He sounds like Tim Curry.
Yes.
He just looks like an evil cop version of Kilo Khan and is voiced by a guy trying to sound like Tim Curry because, it's such a good reference to the old show.
Well, at one point he also sounds a little David Bowie.
Well, David Bowie's kind of sounds a little bit like Tim Curry sometimes. You know.
He's putting out fires with gasoline, is what I'm saying.
I mean, David Bowie's got a better singing voice, but Tim Curry's is fine too.
Anyway, so it turns out it is a whole thing where, like, she molds these monsters out of, like, clay and, like, a wire armature, and then he makes them real.
Yes.
Yes.
We are yet to see by what degree of real this is, but yes.
Yes, I mean, he's definitely playing on, like, her petty feuds and insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very...
Well, what better petty foibles and insecurities than a human teenager?
Yes, exactly.
As Madoka Magica taught us.
Yes.
So anyway, we cut back to our heroes, and they've gone back to this old tech store run by her mom, Mom Megatron.
Yes. Don't
Mama Megatron.
But the shop was closed that day, and they said, "Oh, we're coming anyway." And then the mom is like, "Have fun, kids. The store's closed," and she just leaves.
Even though her friends wanted to hang out at the mall.
There's definitely a moment where it's like, no, but I have plans. And she's like, all right, fine. And, well, I mean, she doesn't say all right, fine. She just tells her friends, I got stuff I gotta do. And then it's like, okay, fine, we'll do the thing. So,
like,
it's cute.
And then, so she's back there, and it's all, I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Yes.
She's understandably embarrassed of Amnesia Boy and this weird Ultraman nerd.
They're dorks. Not even just boys. Stupid boys.
And so they have to, so anyway, this whole time, this weird gorillas-looking murder hobo guy has been following them.
Yes.
Oh.
And he just comes in and he tries to come in because he's wearing swords on his back, and they just get stuck in the door. So he has to go in sideways.
He is definitely as stupid as a Dinobot. It's good. I approve.
Yeah, that spoilers, the movie Dinobot inspired characters in the show are kind of the comic relief.
Oh.
I mean, they're awesome, but there's a lot of good comedy around them.
Oh, as Dinobots should be.
Yes.
Most of the time.
So anyway, this guy just starts coming in and messing with his computer.
Yes.
And they're wondering if he's a samurai, which this guy's clearly not a samurai. I'm pretty sure samurai know how to go through doors.
Okay, admittedly, he should be able to go into the doors, but he's the Goemon of the group.
He just tries to go straight through the door and just he doesn't fit.
He's got like
swords.
4 swords on his back that take up so much room.
I like him so much. He's so dumb.
Anyway, he immediately optimizes their piece of junk,
yes.
the computer,
So
And then
basically, he comes in. He's got to upgrade their RAM. It's pretty old one, so he's gonna have to like defrag the hard drive. Definitely want to dust out the fan after something that old. I mean, oh my god, if they haven't dusted it recently, there's like crazy amounts. There's gonna be like spider egg sacs, and it's
or gecko eggs. Who knows what?
I've been in
Cicadas,
computers
maybe?
that old, and it's not great.
But he manages to upgrade it really fast.
Yeah, and now that he's done
RAM
so,
is not that hard to upgrade if you've got the RAM.
and now that he's done so, all three of our heroes can see and hear Gridman.
And that's when I realized one of the things that he obviously did was install a sound card. Because back in at least the late 90s when I got my first, like, piece of junk computer, I didn't have a sound card for a while, because at that point, the audio hardware was didn't yet come on the motherboard most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
So you actually had to get a separate sound card to process audio, because that's a lot of processing.
Wow.
That takes a lot of processing power.
I think it took like a day or two to get mine to work.
So
putting in a CD drive was harder and easier at the same time.
I'm gonna say, since clearly all he was doing was hardware based, so he didn't actually defrag the hard drive. That's a software thing.
What's Gridman's department?
So I'm gonna say he upgraded the RAM and added a sound card. Also, this is exactly the vintage of computer that you would have to have a separate sound card. Also a modem.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is 14.4 modem. You better have a magazine if you want to load any websites.
So anyway, this guy knows the whole Gridman deal, and he has a mission for them. He has used forbidden ancient technology, by which I mean the phone book.
Yes.
To look up the missing students.
Oh,
it sounds like it's actually like a school phone.
He said the phone directory.
Yeah, what's his name did it? Not new guy didn't do it. It was fudge. I gotta check my notes. I forget Sideswipe's name. Oh, Utsumi show.
I'm just gonna call him Sideswipe. I want his shirt.
I know it's easier. Glasses kid.
Utsumi.
Yeah. So yeah, he's used the forbidden ancient technology of a phone book to look up these missing students. And so they go, and it turns out, this doesn't go so well because these girls all died in middle school, and they're just hassling their families who've probably long since moved on.
Yeah, these kids
the first
have
one they
basically
go to
been, like, crisis.
Yeah.
These kids have been retconned. It's like, it's not just that they died yesterday. They died a while back. So yeah, their parents aren't happy about that.
So they wander into Noodle Shop that Psykill's parent works in and just harassing him about his dead daughter. It's weird and sad and disheartening to the main characters. And then they do that with every other place. And then there's a smash cut contrast after all that to Akane laughing about it in her horrible garbage filled room.
Yes.
I have to say, as someone who has struggled with depression, my apartment never got that bad.
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely going to need at least one of those Glade plugins or their Japanese equivalent.
Yeah, it's a good thing she doesn't have ferrets, is all I'm gonna say.
So we cut back to our heroes. They are, they're having a cool, refreshing beverage.
Yes. Ramune!
Ramune!
Oh, this is like a known thing?
Yeah, they actually, I don't know if you have World Market there.
If you have an Asian grocery around you, you could probably find it. My Wegmans, my grocery store, has them. They're really good. They're, I would suggest the melon, maybe.
I think I know they definitely have them at World Market, which I like to go to buy cans of the official canned coffee of Nerve. Cause you see, and there's some poorly considered licensing going on. But they have it there, and
carbonated fruit drink thingy.
And I think it has gotten to the point where, I mean, I know like the city market food place I used to go to in Columbus. Of course, there was like a sushi and Asian food place that had it, but I think most of the time, if your grocery store has gotten to where it's getting Pocky in, which they are more and more, I think they're going to start. And I think Meijer had it at one point.
As I'm eating.
When they were like, look at us having fancy stuff. Anyway, yes, it's absolutely a thing.
If not that, just find it Asian markets around.
Okay, because...
if you do get one, make sure you watch a video, or I would at least suggest you watch a video online of how to open the damn thing first.
Yes, which is sort of...
Because it's tricky.
Or I might just have to ask my dad, because he's definitely told me about how, like, bottles used to have marbles in them.
Ooh.
Oh. I did not know
I
that,
didn't
but
realize
no, it's got a weird...
your dad was that old.
Plastic top, because you have to push the marble down with a piece of plastic. But you can't hold it down once it goes in, or it will fizz all over the fucking place. You just have to pressure gently and release.
Yeah, you just have
that sounds
to...
complicated.
And yes, there's a marble floating in the top of it, and
that causes Samurai Caliber a great deal of consternation.
He wants it, because I actually did get a marble out of one once. Well, I was trying to figure out how to get one out.
What?
And then I sort of gave up on that, but I accidentally broke a bottle. And oh my god, the shards were everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know how glass, like, normally fractures? This turned into a top and a bottom large chunk and thousands of razor-sharp fragments.
Well, these are actually...
Don't try that at home.
They're made of a very thick glass.
Yeah, it's ridiculously thick and
the thing, I was actually...
Clear, but swirled.
Maybe it was on... Atlas Obscura, which is another thing I follow on Twitter, but I was reading something about these, like, just a couple weeks ago. But they actually were invented by, like, some guy from the UK somewhere. It was like, he was Irish or Scottish or English, but he was, like, in Japan in the late 1800s, and selling them, and the name is actually, just... a distortion of lemonade.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
So yes, it says it was, blah, 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 Wikipedia. This was introduced in Kobe by Alexander Cameron Sim. It's derived from the English word lemonade. Apparently they are sometimes called cider. Also, interesting note, which I'm sure many of our non-Americans are aware of, but I only learned about the 1 week I went to England, is that they call, like, Sprite and stuff lemonade.
Weird.
Huh.
That's just because I would order, like, I learned that. But yes, they are introduced it was introduced in 1872. And that's part of why the bottle is so thick, is because it's still made with those, like, classical, you know, it's still made to be like an old-fashioned bottle.
Yeah. Anyway, our samurai here, Samurai Caliber, or, movie slug to the rest of us.
He's so good and dumb.
Really wants that marble and gets it out by slicing the bottle in half perfectly.
Which he can do, because he's, you know, got swords.
He's magic.
And also, this guy, whenever he moves around, he's kind of doing that ninja run.
Yes.
Where he's like bent over at the waist.
Oh yeah, when they're following him around, he leans forward, he has his hands in his suit pockets, and he's like running on the rooftops. I think you'll find
that's called the Naruto run.
Oh, the Naruto run. I thought it was like a ninja, specifically a ninja thing.
Well, I mean, it is.
It is.
Naruto is.
It's
ninjas.
Much older in anime than that. It goes all the way back to Mazinger in that pose. It's
okay, fine.
It's visually dynamic of swinging your arms backwards as you lean forward and run faster. It looks cool.
Go Nagai? Are we talking about Go Nagai now?
Yeah, well, at least the oldest known one I've seen a GIF of is Mazinger doing that. Might be older than that, possibly, but Mazinger's pretty goddamn old.
Fascinating.
Anyway, this, we learn here that, she does not care for carbonated drinks.
Oh yeah. Rikka doesn't.
Right. And as such, she is later given an iced tea.
Yes, it's very sweet.
Slug gives it, or Slag, whatever. Samurai Boy gives it to her.
Samurai Caliber.
she's like keeping to herself because she's depressed about finding out, oh my god, her classmates are dead. I mean, the other two are sort of still in shock. It doesn't seem
the
real.
Translation in the subtitle, at least, is he asks her if she can drink this, which just sounds very like, I don't know, it's a very adorable, like, I don't know how people work.
Dinobot speak.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a really good issue of Astro City called The Nearness of You.
Probably.
It's about a guy whose wife was like crisis away and never existed, so he's only got sort of vague memories of her.
Yes.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about that issue.
And so sort of the vague equivalent of, the Spectre or the Phantom Stranger comes to him and says, I can eliminate this memory if you want. And he says, no, I'll keep it. Mm-hmm. But what does everyone else say? Nobody wants me to take away the memories. It's a really good issue.
Yeah, that was a good comic, man. Yeah. But yeah, that's what she's worried about. It's not just that she doesn't want to lose her friends, it's that the idea of her friends not existing anymore is just like, and her forgetting them is just like so upsetting. Whereas the guys are just like, hey, we're some dudes, we think things are cool.
Yeah, because they weren't really friends with the volleyball girls, they were just in the same class. But she's thinking about like her friends Starscream Chan and Soundwave Chan.
Yes.
And we see some memories of them hanging out, and also we see them at like a sports day or something where they're all dressed in purple outfits, and there's a team in the background all in red outfits.
Aww.
That was cute.
That's pretty great.
But anyway, this is, after all, a Toku show, kind of. So it is monster fighting time.
Yay!
And the latest monster has been unleashed. It is half Mecha Godzilla and half one of those weird ass barrel-eye fish.
Oh yes, it's a combination of, let me get the right damn tab open.
It's time for the theme song to start. Superhuman Samurai.
Deva Dadadan?
Cyber Squad.
Oh, Deva Dadadan. Which is, okay, with the monsters in the show, there seem to be references to at least 3 different things. Possibly
you don't
more.
Say.
The Deva Dad it's a basic sort of like Godzilla without or tail, or with a really short tail design, bipedal lizard looking thing. But it's got, that creepy transparent skull fish head. The pattern on it is sort of like cracked, like it's white with cracks on it, which is kind of a common kaiju design. It's like white stuff with lines in it. But its name contains Dada, which is a black and white alien kaiju thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have a monster named after an art movement, and it's very Dadaist. But the coloration could be based upon, I think, Bug Bite.
Oh, wow.
I can see that.
The BotCon Bug Bite.
Right.
Yeah. White with some bits of purple and black on it.
Also, its eyes are uneven, so it's kind of hilarious looking.
Yes. It's adorable and silly. There's probably another kaiju reference I'm missing. Because there's frickin' layers. Like, the most recent episode I watched, I have no fucking idea what Transformer the monsters are referenced to. It's like black with rainbow stripes on it. It's like, the hell?
Getting deep even for us.
Alright, so it is now superhero time. And just in time, our hero Yuta gets a big-ass Toku Spider-Man watch.
Yay!
Yes.
Which he can use to enable Flash on his browser.
That's right.
Yes. He's got a henshin device, and he has to, like, do a pose, like, most tokusatsu things, like Ultraman, your Power Rangers and things, Kamen Rider, you have to do a henshin pose. You do a little pose, say something, and you transform. It's tradition. So he does all things, shouts access Flash, and Akane, the serial killer who's now trying to kill her homeroom teacher, she has a little drone watching the monster battle for her.
Yes.
And she's cackling madly while doing it.
She is a crazy person.
Yeah.
So anyway, he goes into the computer, comes out as a different Gridman this time.
Yeah, as he's growing bigger in the regular Ultraman pose, which is kind of the Superman flying pose, one arm up, one arm down, he changes to the traditional, well, Gridman color, which is also kind of Ultraman colors, usually the silver and red.
And much like Servo from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, who was also in those colors.
Well, yes. And
so now he's
then it
had
cuts
his
to
RAM upgraded, and upgrading
he's
RAM.
the proper colors.
Just want to talk about upgrading RAM.
Oh, Ultraman is voiced by the same guy Gridman is voiced by the same guy in Japanese who voiced the original Gridman.
Ooh.
Which means nothing to you guys, really. It was just an interesting thing. And then we cut to Ultra Nerdery.
Yes.
A lot of the fight scenes and some of the future ones are homage a little bit too much, but this one specifically homages a fight in, I think it's the first episode of, it's in Dan Gaio, but it's an odd reference because, like, Gridman jumps, kicks, the monster, then jumps up on top of a building with the sun behind him, turns around and looks all awesome. And then you see a shot over his shoulder looking at the ground. That's not exactly frame for frame, but it's kind of a shot for shot remake of the fight in Dan Gaio, but that's a bad guy in Dan Gaio doing that. Which is a little odd, but it looks awesome. And that was, I'm pretty sure, at least most of the series was animated by Masami Obari, and good lord, there are a lot of Masami Obari Mecha Show references in this. This entire series, because, well, Akira Amemiya, the director of this, really likes Masami Obari's old mecha stuff, and pretty much anyone who likes old mecha stuff loves Masami Obari. He's still working, he just doesn't do as much as he used to, I think. But it's if you want ridiculous dynamic mecha fights, you get Masami Obari.
Okay.
And now you get Akira Amemiya. Because, damn, this looks good.
Yes.
This does look very good.
Although it's CG, which is, they have to be using some actual animation frames, but like, that most of it is CG, it looks so damn good.
It looks really nice.
So anyway, this thing has like a laser that shoots out of its chest, and it is nullifying Gridman's powers. So he's gonna need some kind of power up, and good news, that weird murder hobo is actually a sword.
Yay!
Yeah, because Rikka asks, like, can you stop that monster? He says, no. It's like, can you at least help? It's like, yeah, I can do that. Like, his vocabulary understanding is like, he's too specific, but he's also a little stupid.
He's like I said, he's dumb as a Dinobot.
Yes. So, he goes into the piece of junk too, and then shows up in the real world as a giant, what a surprise, a giant sword.
I mean, his name is Caliber.
Yes.
His name is
Soul Caliber or something?
Excalibur.
Samurai Caliber.
Excalibur, that's terrible.
Well, it's a reference to Excalibur, of course.
Well, yes, I know.
That's a thing that happens all the damn time, because, well, JRPGs, you can only fit so many letters in there, so you had to cut some off. At least I think that's the origin of why some swords are just called Caliber.
Oh, I remember those days.
Anyway, so much like that bottle with the marble in it, he gets cut in half.
Yes.
And they sort of do the thing where he's like sliding apart, and then he explodes.
Oh, which is fun, but before that, they do the thing.
Oh, the, I don't know anything about this, but it's the dick sword pose?
Basically, yes, it's, again, Masami Obari, cannot have originated with him, but he perfected it effectively, and if you see a sword pose in an anime, it's either Masami Obari doing it, or it's specifically referencing him, like here, but like, it's a basic pose, like, it's easy to understand, like, characters on the right-hand side of the screen, holding a sword, dramatically pointing it at a dynamic angle, the sword's going up to the upper left. It's simple art, because quite often when you're drawing something, the default way, or at least in America anyways, you have the light source in the upper left, lighting a character on the right. And having the sword reach up to that light source and gleaming, it just makes a lot of sense and looks awesome. But yeah, you're kind of holding it at crotch level, so it's a dick sword pose.
So yeah.
And that's the end of the monster.
Yeah, that's the end of the monster. He has been defeated. And we cut back once again. The next day, all the damage has been reversed.
Yes.
And in this case, she did not succeed in killing her target. That teacher's still alive, but he's more polite.
Yes, that's the thing, because Yuta is wondering if what they did actually changed anything. It changed the teacher, but they don't know that. But Akane notices that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, she is in the shadows watching.
So Gridman could change the world for the better?
Mm-hmm.
So she sees what happens, but yeah. Dun dun.
And that is the end of the episode.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man. I am gonna have to, I'm gonna end up getting ahead of the group. I mean, not ahead of David, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
I'm watching it today at goddamn airs and tweeting the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
Dun dun dun. It is a mystery.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I shall still avoid anime Twitter, and I will learn none of this. It'll all be a surprise.
Oh yeah, I guess the always leaving the reference. No, the shocking reference of this week, I guess. Well, there's not really that much other than, hey, that's Bug Bite, and it turns out that Thundercracker and Astro Train Girl are dating and have been for over a year.
That's Astro Train Girl. Okay.
I think, well, she has like a little purple bow tie, like almost everybody else has a red one. Hers is purple with little white lines on it, like the Astro Train that was the Transformers Club toy.
I gotcha.
And the weird thing is, which I didn't find out until a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks ago or so. Well, it'll be like a month by the time this comes out. The director, Akira Amemiya, wrote a little short story about a short-haired, dyed blonde girl with a loud jacket falling in love with another girl, and he posted it over a year ago on the Inferno Cop Twitter, and that's the same character designs that are Akane's friends that are SG Thundercracker and SG Astro Train. And, okay, that's...
This is the best thing I've ever heard.
It is really adorable. The fact that it happened 18 months ago before the show happened.
I mean,
admittedly, maybe that's when they were coming up with the ideas for the show and stuff, but that he wrote a story, a cute little story, about two of the minor characters who haven't even had lines yet.
But yeah, that seems like the sort of fun background stuff you end up coming up with in development is, just having this extra stuff, and you just keep that in there for people who have seen the original, but you've just, that sounds like the stuff that ends up in the subfolders of your Scrivener document.
Yeah, it kind of makes it. It's just, we now have official fanfic written by the director of a show about a girl version of G2 Thundercracker.
My favorite toy. My favorite toy. My favorite toy is a cute lesbian now.
With the best jacket.
We need to... So you think maybe for Christmas we can get some toys of some of these kids? I know I did see some merch show up on... I am at least following, Studio Trigger's feed at this point.
Well, we're getting Nendoroids of Akane, Rikka, and Gridman. The cute little big-headed things that are like Funko Pops, but more expensive and actually adorable without frightening eyes. and
Yes,
slightly
though.
posable.
Very expensive.
There's also, is it a Figma or something of Gridman that's regular?
Mm-hmm.
There's also like a whole range of toys with that. I think we were getting a Figma of at least one of the girls, but I can't remember.
I want one of them of the I've just learned that these exist like a week ago, the Nendoroid dolls that are like, they have slightly bigger bodies so that they can have clothes.
Oh, I think that's a new thing that they just started.
It is a new thing, but it sounds like it looks like they did some like, you know, in-house stuff first, like Alice in Wonderland inspired stuff but they have a couple for like maybe one of the Fate show like series or something, but they do have some licensed ones slated.
Yeah, so there'll probably be more merchandise of Gridman, mostly girls, but it'll probably just be the main two, I would imagine.
Give it to me.
I don't think they'll go down as far. I would love a Nendoroid little Thundercracker girl.
Oh, we need it on the level. Doubtful. It absolutely needs to be on the level of the Kimono Friends Nendoroids.
Well, actually, if they went that far, she's a possibility. She doesn't have a lot of lines, but she's shown up a bit. Like also, they've gone down to the alpaca in the Kimono Friends line, which she's like
the
third
alpaca.
tier.
She's so cute.
She would be the equivalent of the alpaca, I think. Or we'd probably get the Dinobots first.
Yeah,
but they're all dudes.
That's no
so
fun.
Maybe she's more likely. Yeah, she might be more likely than the Dinobot dudes. There are like what do you call them? Spring Up Cafe. They have cafes.
Pop-up cafes.
Yeah, pop-up cafes in Japan that happen for a lot of anime and sometimes Ultraman and other things. And there's one, well, right now I think, or maybe starting soon, for Gridman. Of course.
Give me merch.
So you can get. It's not a lot of merch. You get like little keychains or little things just sitting. The food you buy there.
What about
most of the characters?
That shirt?
Sure, I don't know. I haven't actually seen. The only merch clothing I've seen like has a Gridman's face on it. I haven't seen any like this looks like the outfit they're wearing in the show yet. I kind of do want Utsumi's shirt.
Yes. So yeah, it continues to be crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued as to where this is going, as I have no idea.
Yeah, and we haven't even met Rodimus yet.
Wow.
I think
or the other
shit's
Dinobots.
Gonna get crazy. I'm just gonna say I think shit's gonna get crazy. That's my theory. I think the word mindfuck is gonna be entirely appropriate.
That is appropriate because I just found out today that the head writer, or maybe the only writer of this show, was a writer on 4 episodes of Big O.
Ooh, yeah.
Among various other things, but Big O. And
Big
the city.
O.
Hey, Big O.
Big. We have danger.
We have some similarities here.
Yeah, I am up for this.
Alright, so I think that should about do it for today. But,
Yay,
of course...
Merry Christmas!
Oh, that's right.
Yay! Bears, please run away.
So until next time, we are all over the internet. We're on Twitter, we're on Tumblr, and we're on Facebook.
And we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting expenses. That is at patreon.com/iaconunderground. And hopefully sometime soon we will have some Bumblebee talk.
Ooh.
Yes.
And we may also venture into the Spider-Verse.
But yeah,
yes, that too.
I think Spider-Verse comes out first.
I believe so.
Technically. Well, like, Bumblebee is coming out in really limited theaters, like the 8th. Mm-hmm. But nowhere conveniently near most of us.
Well,
yes.
Fredericksburg does have the best massage chairs.
Ooh.
Well, it ain't near the other 2 of us. Rob would have to come to America.
I mean,
That's
Fredericksburg is still like an hour's drive, so.
Oh, yeah, that's about Syracuse.
You have to go to Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But, like, I've mentioned before that anything that isn't our, like, one crappy single-screen theater that hasn't been renovated since Jurassic Park is like an hour drive.
Baby Dan, baby Dan. Gridman!
Alright. Until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm filled with the holiday spirit. I'm David.